It was time for me to do another video on AMP token. Over the last 3 weeks, I've been debating whether or not to jump right back into the market. I have said over and over that I'm going to do it in 4 stages. I've already done it twice. I got 2 left. Meaning, about a couple of months ago, I said I was going to buy into the market over the course of 3 to 9 months, because that was the time that I was giving myself, based on the research that I'd done, that the market was going to bottom at some point. I was going to catch the lowest possible bottom so that I reap profits off those bottoms down in the future. What's up, everyone? Aquí el Gallito de la Sierra, aka Crypto Keeper. I do the research so that you don't have to. Well, let me say this. AMP token is sitting right under a penny. Not too long ago, about a year ago, a little over a year ago, AMP token was scratching 12 cents. If you bought in at 10 cents, 11 cents, or 12 cents, it makes me cough, I'm serious. That's how much it hurts. If you bought in at that amount and you're looking at AMP right now with a sad face, can AMP come back and surge above 12 cents? Well, I'm no genie in the bottle. I can't tell the future. Quite honestly, no one can. But what I can say is that we have been through this storm, crypto storm, this crypto hurricane, where things look very messy and destroyed a while ago. If you remember, in 2018, this happened. This happened to Bitcoin, this happened to Ethereum, this happened to all cryptos. Now, I say this because my last video I mentioned Polygonmatic. I am an investor of Polygonmatic, and I'll get back to AMP token here in a minute. I said that Polygonmatic went from 38 cents to 45 cents, and it was in the 40 to 50 cents for about 6 weeks. And then all of a sudden, and I bought in right around that amount. And not as much as I wanted to because I still had 2 more parts left. So I stuck to my plan. I was like, man, I don't get greedy. Don't move too quick. Don't do spontaneous decisions because I tend to then regret them. Kind of like last year, a year ago. Now, a year ago, I bought in. I bought into crypto slowly. I remember when Cardano was $1.40, $1.40, $1. Over the course of like 6 months. It would make these moves to the upside, and it'd get close to $1.50, $1.60, and then all the way down again. Because crypto's so volatile, I don't get emotional about these things no more. When they start to go up like Polygonmatic, I'm careful. So I don't buy. Now, if Polygonmatic didn't get back down to 40 or 50 cents, and it stayed at, 65, 75 cents, and then started ripping up, and a year or 2 later, we're back to $1.40, $1.80. A year later than that, we're at $2.10, $2.20. Well, I guess you could say that if I would have threw all of my money in the 35, 40 cent range, well, I'd have been coming out like a fat rat. But I didn't do that, and that's okay. And here's the reason why. More often than not, crypto, because it's so volatile, and because there's so many people that have a lot of money and are trading in crypto, a lot of those people sometimes get in trouble, and that's why we have major disruption in the markets. It's the wealthy people that have caused crypto to be so volatile. It's unstable because of those people. People like you and I who maybe have, a couple $1,000 to a couple $10,000, we're not causing too much disruption in crypto. In fact, if there was only these kinds of people in the market would be very stable and steady year after year after year. But that's not what happens. And so here's what you have to understand. Recently, a lot of people have come out and said that Elon Musk sold a bunch of Bitcoin. And it's probably about 95% true. And here's the reason, because you could track that. When a certain wallet sells, and people like Elon Musk, they have to disclose this kind of stuff, or they could face a lot of trouble from the Security Exchange Commissions and other regulatory agencies. So people like Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, and other people who buy millions and millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, they have to report this kind of stuff. So those kinds of people are in it for the money. And when they do things like that, you best believe that you're going to be caught in a tsunami of crypto losses, because those kinds of people can pressure the market to the downside. And so when they do that, and the market and Bitcoin responds and crypto responds bearish, it drags every other crypto with it. And so that's why you end up seeing, 40, like you end up seeing like something like Polygonmatic that was up 60%, probably lose that 60% and some. And that is what I wanted to come out and say about AMP. That if you buy just little bit, like, I've been buying very little, because I still strongly feel there is a lot more downside on some of these cryptos. And maybe for me, that's going to be the entry. And so I'm playing a game. It's just a game. It's a game that is made up of winners and losers. And sometimes I'm a loser, and I'm okay with that. So what am I saying here? What I'm saying is, if you got into AMP token, Cardano token, Polygonmatic token, all these other cryptos that have lost 50, 60, 70, and up to 90% of their value of where they were last year, a little over a year ago, we are all losers. And as a loser, you will learn from those mistakes. But you're not a complete loser if you don't do anything with the knowledge that you have learned. In other words, I haven't sold out. There was a post, a comment on my video that I just did recently. And the brother came out and said, hey man, I know you're a huge AMP investor, and I am too. And he was asking for some advice. And I just told him, I said, listen, there's a lot of garbage out there. I opinionated on the matter.
Condition was reported on County Road J30 West Caldwell Avenue.
Sorry about that, guy. That's my car speaking to me. So maybe it's telling me to get off this video already and pay attention on the road. So I'm going to do that real quick. That brother, I told him, I said, look, there's a lot of garbage out there. I ain't going to quit. I'm going to hold my bags. I'm a diamond hand holder. But that doesn't mean that at some point when I feel confident that I can take profits, I will take profits. I'm not a trader. So to all of you AMP and XRP Army brothers and sisters, do what you got to do. But there comes a point where you do have to feel like what you are doing is worth it. And I feel crypto is going to be worth it. And here's the reason why. I am a man of faith. I talk about a little bit, just a little bit on the good book. The good book says that there will be one order, there will be one currency. I truly believe that Bitcoin is that one world currency. It already is. It's already fulfilling that prophecy. You might ask, well, Angel, if Bitcoin is the one world currency and the one world currency is the Antichrist, and the Antichrist is Satan or controlled by Satan himself, why are you in that if you're a Christian? Well, my friends, that's a very simple answer I have for you. Here's the thing. Money can be used for good and can be used for evil. So it's up to you. The money that I earned right now and the money that I make it honestly and I use it honestly. So if I'm in Bitcoin, that doesn't mean I'm for the devil. Come on now. But I believe in prophecies, and prophecies are fulfilled 100% of the time. And crypto, Bitcoin, will be the currency that creates a one world monetary system. It's already like that. Look at everybody around the world. I can send Bitcoin to any person around the world, and they can send me Bitcoin from anywhere around the world. That is currency. The only difference is that governments, the majority of governments, have not onboarded and adopted Bitcoin as their one world currency. That is the only difference. But people have already. And there will come a time when that happens. And when that happens, I can guarantee with 100%, wherever crypto's at right now, in terms of value, will not be at the same value you're seeing it right now. Now, that is my opinion. I am no financial advisor. I am just sharing with you what I believe. And if that belief happens, Papa, you ain't gonna regret, because then you could take all those profits and use them for good, because there's always a need for good people. And that's how I see myself. Someone taking from perhaps what's viewed in the world as bad and using it for good. That's the way it works. Bueno, aquí el Gallito de la Sierra checking out. El Kikiri Kicks. Take care. Love you. Appreciate you. My AMP relatives, hang in there. I'm hanging in there with you. I ain't selling. I ain't quitting. In fact, if Bitcoin hits 17 to 15,000, I am telling you right now, I am going to jump in big when it does. And it's not a matter of when. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I'll see you later.